Alrighty then. Hello everybody, it is I, Felix. I'm back with some Voice of Cards Beast of Burden. Last time we spent most of the stream just farming a specific monster card, the Poison Slime card, which took me surprisingly a lot longer than I expected. Also not as long as I expected, because after a while I just assumed my luck was bad enough that I would have to farm it off stream. But hey, we basically got there at just the 2 hour mark, so I'm not gonna complain about that. This time we're gonna try getting to chapter 5, except for if I am able to find that one enemy. I think it is a ice turtle or something like that that I need for the subquest, where I need to give that ringleader a bunch of ice turtle monster cards. If we find the ice turtle before then, we will more than likely try and farm that one. If I'm not mistaken, we needed it to be a 3-star or higher quality, so that might be a bit tough depending on how, that works. We might be lucky and the turtle will be always a 3-star, but I highly doubt it. I'm gonna guess that the base is a 2-star, and then I don't know, like later on you have a small chance of getting a 3-star, a bit like the Poison Slime. But I'm not gonna complain too much. I'm just hoping that we'll be able to do these things. I'm hoping that we'll find a decent farming spot for this turtle fairly quickly. Oh, the deck moves if I click. I never realized that. Guess I don't really spend that much time on the save myself, so that makes sense. Go out? Yes, I would like to go out. I've actually been checking out some other games I might want to stream. Right now I've been playing Bloodstain because I felt like playing a Metroidvania. And I bought it when it just came out, but I never really played it all that much. I think I did play it a little bit, but I defeated the first boss and afterwards I was like, for whatever reason. And now I've been playing it a little. I'm gonna give it a couple more sessions, but I don't know, it's like alright. I can't really see anything wrong with it, but I think for me the biggest problem is that
the guru
the
mentioned
movement
there would
just
be a
isn't
cave
there.
leading to the end wall in this area.
My favorite Metroidvanias, it feels fun to just move around in, right? Like Hollow Knight, Ender Lily, Sundered, I think, as well. It feels crisp and it feels kind of fun and responsive to move around. With Bloodstained, I don't really have that feeling. It's not bad, it's alright, but it just doesn't feel, it just doesn't feel that crisp. I don't know how to explain it beyond that.
The party takes a look around. Polka takes notice of a crack in the snow and ice.
Yeah, how the hell is there snow? Isn't this a desert area?
Upon closer examination, you realize it must be the cave entrance.
I feel like this doesn't make sense.
It's been almost entirely snowed in. If you can just clear the snow away, you should be able to pass inside.
What's the plan? I've added trellis. Oh, you're pooch. Go flame primordial. Well, I've added pooch.
I am the brains of this operation, not the brawn. He refuses with a smile.
Well, guess we have a lazy little bastard with us today. Couldn't even try, could you? Well, that's absolutely fair, my friendly dudo. I don't know where. Like, I don't have a nickname for this guy. But yeah, sucks that he doesn't want to help. Just doing something in the background real quick. There we go. There we go. Alright. There we go. That's what I needed. There we go. Alright, well, Trellis, you go ahead.
Trellis digs with all her might, but you can see
that
her
bilge?
hands
That's a
turning
team
red
player.
in the cold. You tell her to stop.
Alright, fine. We'll do the flame primordial. I don't really... Wait, what? Can I do you again? Alright.
Polka, bristling at your forceful order, sets about
Depends if
painstakingly
we find the
explaining
turtle.
all the ways in which he's not suited for burrowing in the snow. Fearing you'll die of hypothermia before he finishes making his case, you rescind your order.
I basically decided that I will... Okay, we can't do that Polka one again. I basically decided to keep going with the chapter story until we find the actual turtle, and then we'll just farm for the turtle. If we go fast enough, then we can finish the chapter as well, but depending on how things go, we might just stop at the story when we find the turtle and then just go from there. Might be a bit awkward with the streams because...
and melts the snow, blocking the entrance in an instant.
Because I usually try with Voice of Cards to do one chapter a stream, but usually the chapters are slightly over 2 hours, so even if we have to farm for that turtle, we should still have enough story that it would take 2 hours to finish next time.
At controlling these primals. In fact, you might be able to control the flame primal well enough to keep everyone warm in the harsh climbs ahead.
I feel like that doesn't make much sense, as the flame primordial has only been shown to have giant flames. So what, you're gonna just have him spew flames constantly? Still not sure how it works though, to have snow here, yet a scorching desert right outside. I guess magic. Alright, let's hope we find that turtle. I'd rather find the turtle early on, if I'm gonna be honest. Whoa, what's that?
In the distance, you see a massive cliff looming over the vast expanse of thick snow before you.
Interesting. I'm guessing that's where the promised land is.
That must be the end wall, the ghoul says gravely.
Why gravely?
Warmed by the flame primal, the party sets off in the direction of the massive sheet of ice.
I know I just started the stream, but I'll be right back. I'm back. Alright, so I don't know why Lagol is gravely looking at the wall, but who knows? Maybe that's foreshadowing. Maybe he was from beyond the end wall and just never told us or something. Did I actually turn my sound back on? Yes, I did, because I know how things work. Alrighty then. Bit surprised that
the sand skiff slows to a crawl.
Really? Huh, alright. Oh, I need to sneeze, damn it. Oh, it's one of those itchy sneezes, but oh, I didn't actually end up sneezing. That always feels super weird.
Actually, nope. It's stopped entirely. You peer down at the wheels to find them completely packed with snow. You won't get across the snow in the sand skiff like this.
What will you do? Melt the snow, all of it. So long, sand skiff. Better make it snow-worthy. Let's just make it snow-worthy.
Before you can even get the words out, Polka is muttering to himself and drawing up blueprints.
I actually wonder if we can just abandon the sand skiff if we pick the right option.
His Sand Skiff Mark II plans, he announces,
This is already
will
Mark II.
require planks.
Wouldn't it
Or
be Sand
something
Skiff Mark
plank
III?
like. 2 long, thin planks of metal, to be precise, he says, giving you an idea.
You might be able to use a certain monster for this. I guess the Metal Punisher? The Metal Primordial?
You raise the card containing the steel primal high into the air. Now, with your primal wrangling powers coming into their own, you think you might be able to get the steel primal to help you.
So, does the metal that the primal uses just
You
appear,
summon it,
or...?
and manage to make it craft 2 long, skinny metal
So,
plates.
does it just create metal infinitely and it stays after the card has been used? Because that seems kinda like a game changer. As in, you have infinite materials to make things out of.
Though it's not yet effortless, your control over the primals feels more responsive than ever.
Maybe she's slowly becoming a monster too. That would be pretty cool.
You hand the plates to a gleeful Polka, who immediately attaches them to the sand skiff.
Several hours later.
Thanks to Polka's efforts, the sand skiff can now travel across snow.
Alrighty then. We did it. That took a little bit less time than the previous one. Oh, what? I don't know what this card is. It seems slightly different. Ooh, first enemy. Let's see what we have. Come on, Snow Tortoise. Snow Tortoise.
To battle.
Okay, well, that's the Snow Tortoise we need. So, at this point, we're gonna farm for it and see if we can get the 3-star or above. Would be pretty great if we could. I'm guessing these guys' weakness is fire, but I don't exactly have a... Well, a fire attack, I think. At least not one that will attack all of them. I think I might have one fire attack, but it kinda sucked as it... Oh shit, these fuckers have a lot of defense. Holy shit. Okay, this just became a bit harder. I might... Fuck, yeah, I might actually want to get some more equipment for these guys. These guys will barely do any damage. Health. Health. Trolls will do no damage. Both Trolls and Push will do literally no damage. That's actually kind of terrifying. Alright, well. Normally I wouldn't use this card as I think it's kind of shit, but... yeah, 12 damage. Alright, I'll probably have to level up a little bit because these monsters seem to be a little bit stronger. Also, they are ice monsters, which means that they will more than likely be able to freeze us, which is kind of terrifying. You know, I just realized, but I'm using a lot less status ailments in this specific run. As in, in the first game, I abused the hell out of freeze because it was just amazing. It both froze the enemy for, I think, 2 to 3 turns, and if you hit someone while they were still frozen, it would actually do double damage, which is amazing. Come on, give me a card. Okay, leveling up. Treasure discovered. Would be great if I just immediately get that 3 cards. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. That's a bit worrisome. I need this freezing breath, but I need it at 3 stars. That is a little bit worrisome. That I actually got the 1 star, because that means that the highest we can get here is probably a 3 star. Huh. That is not ideal. I'm gonna see if grinding works, but it might just be that we can only get a 2 star at most, but I'll still give it a go.
You spot a number of small but mighty flowers poking up through the snow. The mere sight of them fills you all with hope.
You know, I just realized it might be that this place is all snowy while there is a desert super close by. Because they say that the sun never goes down, right? So maybe this is the place where night never stops. So that's why it's all snowy. One side of this world is all desert because there's only sun. And then one side is all snowy and frozen because there's only night. They haven't mentioned the light going out, so... I guess there would also be a middle line where everything is, like, comfortable. Alright, no tortoise this time. Alright, so not all of them have the same amount of defense as those tortoises, so that's at least good. Would have been a bit worrisome if everybody had 20 defense, because my guys can't really do much against that. Oh, all of them survived. How dare. I really want a better AoE attack. I really wish my main character has a bit better passives. She does have a good passive in the healing passive she has, where she basically adds 5 to any healing she does, especially since our healing is kinda garbage. But I don't want to make her a healer because I don't want to do what the game basically expects me to do. Also, I like to make the main character usually the main damage dealer. It's just more fun that way for me. Should we focus on doing more damage? +1. No, this is still probably the best one. Kinda hoping we can get a better one of this nymph. Maybe a 5-star where it does more damage, where it does a 5+ damage or something like that. This will do 8 damage. That will do only 4. So yeah, no, this is actually the better answer there. Haven't used the wolf in forever though. Oh, well, that was good. Okay, Trollish, we are probably not gonna be able to get that 12 again, but because that one sword has only a little bit of HP, so we can just do this attack. Maybe I want to switch the Dryad for the Gargoyle. Gargoyle is basically a slightly better version of the Dryad, just with a different element, which might be useful. 25 defense, kind of scary. Should be able to kill it with this though. Oh, I should have probably do that that healing attack. I have with my main character, I have a healing attack that depends on the damage you do. Should have done that. Well, for next time. Alright, give me the tortoise. Okay, well, oh, okay, so we can get the 3-star. Good. Didn't get the 3-star. Deal water damage, inflict freeze if roll 5 or greater. That's actually not bad. Okay, how does it get stronger? Okay, it becomes cheaper. Honestly, that 3-star tortoise is maybe actually worth it. Deals water damage, inflict freeze. Like, that's pretty good. But yeah, so this means that we are gonna farm for that tortoise right now, because we basically saw that 3 stars are possible, and I'd like to finish this sub-quest before the chapter ends, because I feel like if we don't finish it before the chapter ends, we might... What the fuck is that? A furball with teeth. Alright, not gonna question it. Terrifying, but not gonna question it. But yeah, so... What was I talking? Yeah, well, honestly, well, I don't really mind it that much, if I'm going to be totally honest. I just think it's kind of fun that I'm actually able to do a bit more in these games. I didn't have... I feel like in the Forsaken Maiden, at least, that's the second game of this series, it really just felt like I was doing the story and nothing else. And I don't mind that, personally, because again, this is supposed to be a short-term RPG. It is nice to have something else to do besides the main story. In the first game, and I know it might get annoying that I keep mentioning the first game as being the best of the series, but it's just straight up true. In the first game, they had other stuff to do besides the main story. Like, you had little quests that you could do to get certain cards, and that would unlock the final ending, and you had to get super weapons and blah blah blah, you know, all that kind of stuff. Just felt like a more fuller experience. Alright. Oh. Ooh! We actually have a better healing now. That is the first better healing we got since the start of the game. That's actually great for us. That is absolutely fantastic for us. I'm immediately gonna use that. Alright. Okay, so let's see how we're gonna do this. Keep forgetting how to switch between these. Okay, we got the torch. Adds value of roll to attack and deals fire damage. That's actually not bad either. And fire damage probably gonna be pretty good here, so we might want to switch up some things to add fire damage. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna actually... Can we get rid of all the cards? No, I don't think we can. That's unfortunate. I would have preferred if we could just clear everything, because sometimes I just prefer to clear everything and be able to... How would you call that? To clear everything and just start my... I guess my thing from scratch. I couldn't find the word. But yeah, so let's see. So I want to make my main character an attacker, which means that we want to have mainly attack focus skills. I'm still gonna use the normal damage as well because, actually this is only 1 and it's just a +4, so that might actually be worth it. Alright. Okay, so the problem with the skeleton, even though I do think it's pretty good, is that it's 4. It costs 4 for a 1.5 damage increase. That's just not worth it. That's way too expensive. Let's see. Okay, so we do want to do this one, I think. Deals attack yeah, okay. So, deals 8 fire damage to all enemies. Okay, so this one is slightly more expensive than the Dryad, but it is fire damage, so that's probably worth it. Let's see. Inflicts random ailment on target if rolled. Then you got the healing. Then you got the attack up. Alright. So, what we will do is deal attack +4 light damage. Deal attack +4 light damage. Alright, so... Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do is change up this with the fire one. I'm halfway tempted to give this to Trollis, mainly because this is just a static 8 damage and she doesn't have that much offensive power. Also, I feel like I should give Trollis the higher casting skills because she's more than likely going last a lot of the time, which means that there will be more time to actually save for those higher level, higher cost skills. So, let's see, deal water damage, inflict freeze if rolled high enough. I do wanna keep the red fungus absorb. I'd wanna try and get a better version of this as well. Don't wanna use heal, mainly because, well, I don't know, it's just that she has a passive that is basically just screaming, hey, use me as the healer, and I find that boring. It's one that basically gives you a +5 healing whenever you do heal something. And that's really good, but I also just don't want to do it. Like, I've decided to make her an attacker, so that is what will happen. Inflict random ailments on target if roll is 6 or greater. Alright, isn't that great? I guess this is fine for now. Yeah, this is fine for now. Alright, then we will go to you. We are making you our designated healer. So you will be getting... Where are you? Wish there was also a card that would give you extra... My brain... Extra gems. Just because only the glasses guy has that. And that's kind of unfortunate. Pulsh, that's his name. Alright, so we got the healing. Anything else? We basically have him set up to be a bit of a support. So... Well, Polish is more of a support, but he is basically just there to do the gemstone, so we'll make Lagol our main support here. Anything else we might want as a support card? Deal plus attack damage, nah. Nah. Deal damage equal to the value of 2 rolls dice to all enemies, nah. Just seeing if there's anything. I guess maybe defense, but I probably won't use a defense up if I don't have to. Inflict poison, inflict deadly poison, isn't really worth it. I guess we'll give him discard just so that if there are high defensive targets we can still do some damage. Alright, that will do for now. Then we have Polka. We honestly will just give him the throwaway cards, mainly because we are usually just gonna use gem generation with him. This is also basically a throwaway card. At least until we get a higher version of it where we don't have to roll a 5 or higher. The Ogre card seems alright, especially against high defense enemies, but... no, we'll leave it. We'll just leave this the way it is. Alright, and then we'll give Trawlus all the high cost offensive cards. Which he basically already has, but we will switch out the Ogre one for the Fire one. And then... so being able to give freeze might be pretty useful. But I don't think it's gonna work in an area with these characters, so we'll just leave it. Alright. White Mama give Polka a better weapon. Oh, hello. I'm not gonna interact with anything because I'm farming right now, but I think, wasn't that guy some really strong fighter that we needed to fight? I don't actually remember. Well, that's all for next time, or unless we...
battle time.
Oh. Ooh, interesting. We haven't seen one of those water serpents in a good while yet. I think they actually give some decent card. Something with freeze, actually. I saw it in the beginning and I really wanted it, but I never got it. Alright, well. 14, 20, you have 20, that's 14. Okay, so even if we do the Dryad, it will probably not kill anybody. But it will do the most damage overall, and then we can hopefully be able to kill at least one of them with Trawlus, with that fire card. Oh, there we go. We will be able to kill... we might be able to kill the tortoise if we use the salamander. But we'll definitely be able to kill this tree thing if we use the light gargoyle. But we might be able to kill everybody if this tree is also weak to fire. So fuck it, we'll go for the best outcome here. Also, it's nice to see new enemies. Nice. Alright, we pretty sure we didn't kill everybody. Alright. So
beautiful.
So if someone is weak to a skill, it just crits, or was it just not weak to a skill? That might have also been the case. Alright, let's finish this. Whoa, that barely killed it. Alright, let's see if we can get that tortoise. I wouldn't mind any of the other skills either, because all 3 of them are monsters I haven't gotten the skill off yet, I think. Except for the tortoise, but we need a 3-star there. Ooh, and we're level 18. Nice. No, I wanted the treasure chest, damn it. Alright, well. You fulfilled the necessary requirement and unlocked Ice Tortoise. I really wish they would give you a higher chance of getting higher cards when you fulfill the requirements. That would make grinding just a tick easier. Also, kinda weird area here. Kinda weird area. Let's first see what this is. Might be able to find some treasure. Ooh, well, speak of the devil. Oh, nice. Not ideal, because I feel like a better item would have been, oh yeah, you can see what is contained in the treasure chest, so that you can just straight up choose what you want. I feel like that would have been a better item. Maybe we'll get one later. That would actually be pretty cool. Oh, interesting. I wouldn't mind another wolf as well, but the wolf is pretty weak, so they might not be that more than 3 stars. And that glowing mushroom is interesting. Oh, that glowing mushroom is fast. Like, that glowing mushroom is really fucking fast if they're able to go faster than even my main character. I feel like this is gonna... Fire's gonna be your weakness. We can just finish you off with trolls. Adds value of roll and deal fire damage, yeah. Okay, that did 20, 14... Yeah, no, that makes sense, so... Alright, let's see... Okay, we have a 2-star wolf. I guess we'll just weaken the wolf and then finish it off with flawless. Oh, well, that was enough. Alright, flawless, you can do the gargoyle one. No, you are actually a light. That mushroom is actually a light monster, so the gargoyle one might actually do less damage and 8 damage guaranteed, so... Oh, this thing crits a lot. Maybe I've just been lucky. Come on, give me a treasure chest. Oh, attack deal 5 extra damage when HP is below 25. Damn it, why do you make it so obvious what someone is, damn it? What's the point of giving me that freedom with the monster cards if you're just gonna make everybody specifically really good in one thing? Ooh. Don't really need the money, but still, when we do, it's gonna be useful. Oh, an event? What are we seeing? Oh, damn, it's been a while since we had the Bizarre Rock. I'm actually straight up really glad that the events aren't as frequent as in Maidens, because in Maidens I actually started getting sick of the events with how many times I got them. Roll the dice and see what happens. Alright, and we got a 5. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Not sure if that's good or bad. I'm actually not sure what you can get out of these. I think one of them is a money rock and then you get a bunch of money, but aside from that, and this event where you have to fight one of these things, I can't really remember. Was a bit more scary when I was a lot weaker, but let's see if the weakness of this guy is fire. Come on. Okay, that's not insane, but it's still a decent amount of damage. Okay, so this thing's weakness isn't fire, which makes sense because, you know, it's just kind of water. A water snake thing.
I expected nothing less.
We're not seeing too many tortoises, unfortunately. Maybe they're only spawning in the beginning area. That could be the case. We haven't seen them since we went further ahead. Okay, so, wait, hold up. We'll just do 2 AoE attacks. I feel like that's probably gonna be better. Also, we might be able to get a better healing, which is great. Being able to get the better... Oh, wow. Okay, that's less great. You little bastard, you. Oh, that's fine though, we can just attack you normally. Like the bastard you are. Ah, fuck me. Okay, well... That's annoying. Alright, well, fuck, you know what, I'm gonna test if they're weak to fire, just because I wanna know. Not weak to fire, this thing just crits all the time. For whatever reason, this fire attack hasn't done nothing but crit. Which I'm not complaining about, it's just surprising. Yeah, so these furballs share the same speed with Trollus and Legol, so we do have to be a bit careful. Especially because these bosses heal like crazy. Alright, everybody getting to be 18. Give me something good. Would be kind of funny if they set up a bunch of treasure chests and then the last treasure chest is a mimic or something just to fuck with you. Alright, there were 5, that's not bad. Might have to use a couple of these in the final boss, depending on how things go. And I'm guessing this is the end point.
At last, you've reached the end wall.
I wasn't planning to have more story, but...
It is a cliff taller than any you've seen, and its breadth extends as far as the eye can see. It practically defies you to conquer it. You try to climb it, but its face is sheer ice, and your hands find no purchase. But you will not be defeated. You redouble your efforts and scramble partway up, only to see a giant snowball hurtling your way. In a show of quick thinking, you summon the flame primal and melt it before it crashes into you. Alas, that movement throws you off balance, and you plummet into the snow at the base of the end wall.
What do? We'll try again, damn it. We do not
Goal's
yield.
plea for you to stop goes unheeded, and you hurl yourself bodily at the icy cliff. This time, an even larger snowball drops down from the heavens. Sensing your life is in danger, you abandon your climb. You announce that you won't be trying again, and Legol applauds the sagacity of your decision. He then reminds you that no one even knows if the Nuterra the Guru spoke of is real. Polka doesn't look quite so ready to give in. Nuterra's existence is irrelevant, he says, noting that the Guru said it was simply where you'd find what you seek. Trollis reckons she can climb it and leaps at the end wall. The party is divided. Legol opposes any attempt to advance, but Polka and Trollis insist on scaling the wall.
I feel like we probably should stick together at the very minimum, so...
Thanks to the flame primal's warmth, the debate carries on for some time. Suddenly, your vision blurs. You've drawn upon the flame primal's power for too long, and your body has reached its limit. The flame you called forth blinks out of existence, and a piercing chill sets in once more. Between your exhaustion and the cold, you feel yourself
Okay, I
growing
might have
faint.
accidentally... I thought this was just gonna be, oh, we can climb the primordial wall and then we just move on, but no. I thought the bit that would make the next story section show up would be going to that village. Guess I was wrong. What's this? We haven't had any visitors here for quite some time.
These words, and the shape of an old woman emerging from the snow, are the last things you register before you lose consciousness.
Yes, I guess sometimes the story comes to you, and you don't come to the story.
Your eyes open, and your surroundings come into focus. You're in a bed. Next to you sits an old woman. Come around, have you? She asks gently. You suppose she's been looking after you.
Oh, I appreciate it. And as you are the old woman in front of the chapter start when I save, I'm guessing you will be important.
Perhaps drawn by the noise you're making, Legol and the others burst into the room. They all fawn over you in turn.
Oh, that's sweet.
Care for something to eat? The old woman asks, her voice as soothing as any curative.
As long as you don't end up killing yourself for some stupid reason, sure. How will you respond? Yes, thank
You
you.
accept her kind offer immediately, offering your thanks loudly and profusely. A model youth, if ever there was one, the woman says, nodding enthusiastically as she sets to cooking.
I'll be honest, I probably wouldn't trust some stranger to make my food for me, but I guess in this situation you really don't have much of a choice.
The food is simple and warm. It heals your body and mind with every bite. Polka broaches a bit of conversation while you eat. I didn't happen to see anyone else in the village. The old woman says she'll take you to meet the others, and shuffles out of the cabin.
I wonder if we enter the village first, that we just wouldn't see anybody. Oh, they're all dead. Well. Not really sure how to feel about the fact that every village we've been in the last 2 chapters have either all died out or are already dead. Okay, there's not even an armory? Dang. Not even an armory, that's surprising.
The old woman leads you to the graveyard. They're all gone now, she says softly. Her face creases with profound sadness.
Oh, that's why she has a shovel in her picture. Kinda dark.
Eager to leave a land in which nothing can grow, each one tried to scale the end wall and reach New Terra, but not a single one returned. Eventually, the old woman was the only one left.
I wonder, couldn't you carve some sort of stairway out of the ice if the wall is made out of ice? It would take a lot longer, but it would also be a little bit more safe, I'd say. You know, just make a safe path off the wall for everybody. It might take you a lifetime, but what else do you have going on in this type of world, right?
Her own son was also among those who set out to scale the end wall.
Cool. Didn't ask, but alright.
Still, the old woman ventures to the end wall once a day, clinging to the last shred of hope she has.
Could you imagine being some sort of JRPG protagonist and everybody just vomits out their darkest secrets and their life story every time you just come across someone? It's like, oh, hello there, sir, and then they're like, my son died from this Demon King guy that showed up 5 years ago, and you're like, didn't want to ask, but alright. Would be so weird.
She tells you how grateful she's been for your company after so much time alone, and suggests you spend the night in Icevale.
Nah, I just imagine that when it comes to JRPG protagonists, it's just that people, for whatever reason, trauma dump all over them. It's just, our JRPG protagonist is just walking by saying hello, and then some old guy's like, yes, my son died to the Demon King 5 years ago. It keeps me awake at night, hoping upon hope that I someday can have my revenge. And this JRPG protagonist is just like, alright, that's weird to say to me. And it just happens every time he talks to anybody. He's totally sick of it, but it just keeps happening, and he doesn't know how to stop it. Whole reason he became a JRPG protagonist was because they kept trauma dumping on him, and at some point he was just like, nope, I just need to get out of here. Yeah. That was a pretty bad, yeah.
A piercing shriek launches you out of a deep sleep and onto your feet. That was the kindly old woman's voice. You're sure of it. You all agree to check in on her.
Again, I don't really want to do more story stuff, so the old woman is gonna have to wait. And game, please don't force me to do this. Yes, thank you, I appreciate it. The old woman is going to have to wait. I have other stuff I am doing. So this isn't story stuff, so we'll check this out. Alright.
You come across a warrior clad head to toe in black armor, singularly focused on his swordcraft. He seems quite skilled. You spot a sign near him which reads, "Challengers welcome. Must be strong." The warrior turns to face you. You, young lady, are not yet ready.
Oh, come on!
He says with a chuckle.
I'm like level 19.
You're not sure why he's laughing. You pay him no mind and continue on your way.
I wonder if you have to be max level to challenge him, or if there is some sort of moment in the story that you can challenge him. I feel like this might be a super boss or something. Alright, well, we're gonna tour this farm now. Or turtle farm.
Battle time.
And the shroom is really fast. They're basically as fast as my main character. Don't have any fire, but I don't think that's necessary. Let's see, 29 damage, 12 HP, 12 defense. That would be 17, yeah, so we wouldn't kill you even if we used that stronger attack. We might have actually killed you if we used that skeleton attack. Oh, great, a miss. That's really what I need. Little bastards. Alright, if we... I think we'll actually just straight up kill them if we use the light attack, so let's just go for that. Well, we'll kill the mushroom, not the ghost. Oh, we won't even kill the ghost. Oh yeah, they resist light. That is something I totally forgot about. We don't have an AoE attack, so let's go for the mushroom. I feel like the ghost might actually be more dangerous. I remember in the back of my mind them having some pretty damaging attack or something dangerous. Oh, yeah. Well, luckily it doesn't do too much damage. But yeah, I really hope the whole turtle farming isn't gonna take too long. If we reach 2 hours, I'll probably just do it outside of stream and maybe also get a couple of better monster cards. Just so that I have a bit more cards I can use, because that skeleton card, the frenzy, is actually pretty good, but on the level we have it now, it's just kind of garbage. Right. Alright, 2-star inflicts a random. Okay, well, it's literally the same card. Too bad we didn't get the 2-star. I would have preferred the mushroom one, I'd say, personally. Mainly because... Yeah, thanks. Okay, we should probably not farm here, otherwise I'm gonna step on those flowers every couple of times, and I'd rather not. Oh, an event, alright. You spot an open air stall with a sign reading good spot here. Alright, let's give that a look. Maybe we can get some weapons for our guys. Oh, it's this one. Okay, let's see if we can get some goods. Oh, wholesale. Well, it's fine. It is absolutely fine. Let's see, equipment, let's see what we can get. Nothing major, unfortunately. You would think maybe the equipment would be slightly better than what we could... Oh, wait. Oh, this is selling, I'm guessing. Oh, this is just selling? That's kinda lame. Alright, well, we're selling at wholesale, so it really doesn't matter. I thought that we could actually buy something decent, but I forgot that that stall you can only sell stuff. To be fair, it's been a fairly long time since I actually saw that one. Alright, we got a turtle. Nice, nice. Guaranteed discovery of a treasure chest. Nice. Let's hope that we get the 3-star turtle card. I 100% want that. Okay, so light is a weakness of these ghosts, so we should probably do the light attack with Trolls after this, so... Do a Dryad, Gilstorm. Oh, damn! Okay. You go off, protagonist.
Beautiful.
I guess we'll just normally attack. Won't do much, but it will do something. Then I forgot that you don't have that light attack anymore, so you'll do 5 damage normally, so we'll just do this dog. Maybe you'll crit? No. You know what? Sure, you can kill him. You can kill him, Pulsh, because you never get to kill anything. Sometimes you have to be nice to the guy. He's probably pissed off that the only thing he gets to do is give me more gems. Alright, let's see what we get. Okay, that was a 1-star. Alright, so it seems that if we only have one turtle, that a 1-star card is the most likely one we'll be getting. So we need to get those encounters with 2 turtles, which is seems to not be too frequent.
Battle time.
Alright, well, we don't have a lot of them either, so we might actually be able to get some better cards here. I think that at least the beating is weak to wind, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, the beating is weak to wind. Nice. Please don't be faster than any of my guys. You are not. Thank you. We might want to heal a little, but if we heal with... we'll just weaken this tree. If we healed, then we wouldn't be able to actually do this fire attack, which would finish them off. Still don't get why they call this card a salamander. It doesn't look salamandery in the slightest. I know salamanders are associated with fire because they used to think that salamanders were made out of fire because they would be sleeping in the logs that the people would use to stoke fires, and then they would rush out. So when people started fires, they would suddenly see a bunch of salamanders walking out. Alright, what do we get? Alright, interesting. Cures target of all status ailments except KO. Alright, it only has one level. That's kind of interesting, but that's actually pretty good. We might give that to Pulcha or maybe Legol. Not what I wanted, but I could always use an extra attack, a stronger attack buff. I think the one we have right now is only 1 star. Oh, damn. Don't mind me.
I expected.
Oh, you can actually skip that? Huh. Kind of interesting. There's a strange mixture of monsters here. You have some weak monsters, but also some decently strong monsters. I don't get why the game wouldn't just make the weaker monsters slightly stronger to fit in with the level of power that these new monsters have. That wolf, for example, only had 10 attack and what, like 2 defense? I would one-shot them regardless of what happens, and that's kind of weird. Then let's finish this. I guess maybe I could give Francie to Trollos, but she just doesn't have the attack power for that. Alright, nice. What do we get? Something good, I hope? Dang it. Ooh. Deal bolt damage, inflict paralyze if rolls in is 5 or greater. That's actually not a bad one. Wouldn't mind that one. Guess we got the short end of the stick. Or the short needle of the wasp. I don't know what stinger. They're called stingers. I wasn't sure what those pointy things from wasp are called, but I think they're called stingers. Damn, why aren't we getting those two, why aren't we getting those 2 turtles? I've only seen them maybe once before. Maybe twice. I'm not really sure where the story's gonna go from here, by the way. I didn't see anything else where we could go into, so I'm not sure where the dungeon would be, except if we maybe go inside of the wall. That could work, maybe? Would 3 be enough? 3 would actually not be enough, so I guess we'll just have to do a firestorm. Yeah, we'll probably go into the wall or something close by, maybe in a cave inside of the wall for the dungeon of this area, and then we'll find a ice primordial, which are more than likely those 2 children that are seen in the safe slot. If you look, let's see skills, data, save. Yeah, if you look here, these 2 children are probably gonna be the ice primordial, which is interesting because all the primordials were giant monsters before, so Not sure what makes these guys different. Bulls looks through the telescope and yelps in surprise. You snatch it from him and have a look yourself. What do we see? I don't think that's a monster. I'm pretty sure it ain't. What will you do? Is this a monster? I feel like it isn't. I'm gonna just sneak up on it. Oh, it is a monster. Hello. So far, so good. You quietly ready your weapon and spring at the monster for an attack from behind. Alas, the monster senses your presence and whips around ready to fight. I didn't really notice the detail that that tree thing has birds on it. I just thought it might be an NPC card or something. Do you still have a weakness for fire? I don't actually remember if you have a weakness for fire. You don't. Damn, why do none of these creatures have weaknesses to fire when it looks really clear that they should have? Seriously, this is a tree. What other weakness can it have? Water? That's the thing that it should be strong against. Alright. I don't really care for its skill because we already have its skill, but sure, we'll take it. And we can't get a stronger version of its skill, it just has a 1-star skill. Come on, turtles, give me more. This grinding is gonna be really hard if these turtles are super rare. Dang it, okay, yeah, this is getting to be a problem. We need to find some way to make these turtles a bit more frequent. Where was it that I first found those turtles? I think it was actually one of the first encounters I had in this area, so maybe we have to get closer to the beginning of the area. We're already pretty close to the beginning, but maybe right at the beginning. Or maybe I'm just getting unlucky with encounters, that's also possible. Alright, anything decent? Damn it! Oh, well, we would have only gotten a heal we already got, so that's fine. Oh, we have too many possessions. We might want to start selling some stuff. We'll go to the vendor after this. Discard. Alright, we'll go to the vendor and sell some stuff. Alright. Righty then, let's go to the vendor and sell some stuff. Alright, enter the roving market. Alright, where can we sell some stuff? Where could we sell? I guess with you. I would like to sell items. Let's see, what do we not need? What do we not need? We would like to keep those revived. Those gems are also pretty decent. Let's see. I guess we can sell these at least. Deal. Give me my money. Give me my money. Deal. I don't think we're gonna have ever used these bombs, so I guess they could be useful in a highly specific situation, so we don't want to get these escape ones. Alright, well, we'll not use those probably, and we can just buy them if we really need them. Deal. I can see how giving an element to an attack could actually be pretty good, but I feel like we're just never gonna use these, so. Alright, let's see, what else do we have? Those defense and attack potions are good enough that I would like to keep them, but we have a crap ton of these antidotes, so we can get rid of them a little bit. Just a little bit. At least until we have at least 10 slots. Alright, we have 10 slots. We'll just get rid of these last 2 antidotes because we have an entire line of them in the next page. There we go. Then we'll buy something to give Trolls a little bit more offense, I'd say. Because she does need that. Actually, does she? I guess she really doesn't, now that I think about it. Most of her skills aren't really focused on doing offensive damage. They usually just have a static damage. Alright. Alright, I'll be back in a second. Bye. Alrighty then, I am back. There we go. Alright. I'm wondering if I maybe want to proceed a bit with the story so that these turtles show up a bit more, because I feel like they don't show up enough for this grinding to be realistic. We've only seen them maybe twice since I started farming. Oh, okay. A lot more offense. You spot an open air stall with a sign, good spot here. Okay, so we can actually buy things here. Let's give it a go. Would be kind of hilarious if we got this stall again. I'll pay good money for your goods. Oh, wow, okay. It is kind of hilarious that we just finished selling a bunch of things and then we find this. Alright, well. Doesn't really matter. I don't really have anything to sell. And it's just wholesale anyway. Never mind, I do not care. Yeah, don't care, ma'am. Sorry about that, but I have other things to do. I have farming to complete. Oh my god, why are there so many events suddenly? What the hell? Pulse looks through the telescope. Surprised monster. What kind of monster are we seeing? Oh, it's one of those trees again. Guess we'll just attack it, see what the difference is.
You toss the telescope aside and sprint toward it.
That sound probably means that this was the right decision.
The monster scrambles about in a panic, finally tossing something at your head in desperation. You throw your hand up in time to catch it, but that bought the monster time enough to gather itself and flee.
Okay, what do we get? Not really great, but that's actually decent healing. If we need it. Okay, we do get these turtles sometimes, but we don't get those turtles in groups of 2. We've only seen that maybe twice so far, and that's the way we can get that rank 3 card. I'm a little bit worried, I'll be honest. Could probably give Trollus... If I give Trollus the attack up... No, then she wouldn't do that AoE attack. Alright, we'll just do a... if we do the wolf attack on you, that should be enough to lower you so that we can kill you next turn. Alrighty then. Fire attack go. Please crit for me. Okay, I'm pretty sure that you just have an insane crit rate right now, because we have only been critting with you so far. Alrighty then. Please give me something, the tortoise. Ah, dang it. Seriously, I feel like... Alright, the Aqua Rock, Snowtron, not bad. Maybe...
Ooh, I can feel the chill from here.
Thanks. Ah, there we go. Hell yes. Hell yes, finally.
Get him.
That took forever. Alright. Not gonna waste this chance. Just gonna use one of... Oh. We're gonna use one of those tickets that makes it so that a treasure chest will appear. And then we might have a chance to actually get the 3-star, which would be amazing. Would be really great if we just get it right now. It would save us a bunch of time on grinding. An extreme amount of time saved on grinding. Ooh, that did barely any damage. Holy shit. That is not great. Oh shit, I forgot we have one less gem because I didn't do that attack with...
Oh!
I didn't do that gem attack with Trolls Push. Damn, I cannot pronounce that bastard's name. Seriously, why can't JRPG characters be called James or Tim or something? Just anything that I can pronounce in a decently frequently. It's the same problem I have with a lot of the character names some of my players use. They all have names that I'm like, how the hell do you pronounce that? And then the entire session I'll just be mispronouncing it and I'll feel like an idiot. But seriously, can you not just give them normal names? And I don't mean Tim or whatever, but do you really have to go this far into the random ass fantasy names? How the hell am I supposed to pronounce Riplobloblefleflef? This might be a bit more damaging. Actually, if I did that fire attack and it critted, this would have been enough. Whoa, that's actually kind of insane how little damage that did. Oof. Ah, damn it, not the main character, you bastard. So this is the freeze effect. If my main character now gets hit, they will take a lot more damage and they won't be able to move for, I think, 2 turns. So yeah, pretty terrible. I guess I'll give Polish that attack up. Doesn't really matter, we're gonna do that fire attack with her anyway. But yeah, I'm just terrible in pronunciations. Even in real life, some names I just can't pronounce. I guess you would have noticed that with my streaming, that I suck at pronouncing names. I also suck at remembering names, but you know. Come on. Come on. Yes! I was actually thinking of going to the side because that's how it worked with the that worked with the poison slime. But then I thought to myself, no, stay the method, choose the middle one, and it paid off. Damn it, it damn well paid off. How long do we still have though? Oh yeah, we have plenty of time to still do the chapter. Yeah, no, that's fine. If we spent like 1.5 hours farming this thing, then I probably would have been like, all right, we can call it a day here. But we're only an hour in, so we're 100% fine. Damn, we got lucky there. I was really getting afraid because those turtles did not show up often. I was like, oh, if my luck with picking cards is the same as with the poison slimes, I might be fucked. I might be here for hours, and I don't mean just 2 hours like with the poison slime, but literal hours, as in 10 plus hours, and I don't want that.
Have you found the tortoise? He inquires.
I have.
One that's 3 stars or above?
Here you are, tortoise. I like its little... I don't know, what do you call it? Hat?
Appears, the merchant summons the game parlor receptionist. The receptionist then proceeds to line up what look to be cards upon the tortoise's back. After a moment, his shoulders slump. I knew it. That item shop girl and I were never meant to be.
Damn shame.
Apparently, he'd heard that ice tortoise shells are good for divination, and wanted the creature to foretell his love life.
I'll be honest, I expected there to be some sort of ice cream involved with the ice tortoise. This seems kind of random.
I don't believe in fortune-telling. The future is yours to make, the merchant exclaims with a grin. Then hands you a reward.
Okay, so why was the merchant so haughty before? I remember him being really haughty, and I expected there to be some sort of follow-up. Alright, Seasoned Monster Tamer certificate. I wonder how many stars we'll still get. I'm guessing maybe 6 might be the max, because I feel like there won't be that much more room on this card.
I may ask for your help again in the near future, he says with a smile. Until then.
Oh, another one? Really?
I've been waiting for you. This time, I need you to catch me a tail toad.
A tail toad? What
it
the hell is
must
that?
be at least 3 stars, he tells you.
Oh,
he then
that thing.
procures a picture and shows it to you.
Where did we get the tail toad
It
from?
looks like this. He explains that tail toads love high places and live upon cliffs that ordinary humans can't scale.
Okay, I'm guessing that means that we will have to go to like the forever wall or whatever.
You make note
the
of
end
the
wall.
information and bid the man farewell.
That means we have to go to the end wall. That's fine. I do know that we've met some tail toads before as well, but I'm guessing that this hint is there so that we know that we'll only be able to get the 3-star and above from the end wall. Actually, let's just give Trolls a little bit of a... We have enough money to get some more equipment. While I normally don't like to buy equipment because it will make me too powerful, I feel like we're basically already past that line at this point. But I would like to keep... I would like to keep them all at different speed, because then I know which order they will go into. So maybe I'll need to grab some different rings for everybody. We'll figure that out later. For now, we'll just buy them each just some weapons. Whoa. Hold up a second. Okay. That gives you a +4 in speed. That's kind of insane. Why does he get 2 speed from this? I am a little confused. It's supposed to only give you 1 speed. Why is he getting 2 speed? Is it because the armor he's using right now my lower speed? Alright, interesting. Interesting indeedy. You know what, I'm just not gonna do this. How's it going? It's going alright, I'm just playing some Voice of Cards. Just finished farming for a specific card I needed, so now I'm gonna continue with the story. Just taking a bit of a break from Limbus Company after the whole Don Quixote scenario. I think I already told you that. Alrighty then. Last time I checked, we should... Oh wait, the old woman screamed and we left her behind to farm for the tortoise. So now we should probably go check out what's going on with the old woman. Yeah, I know, but again, I'm taking a break from Limbus Company, so I'm not even watching the trailers. I just really need to cleanse myself.
The party hurriedly piles into her humble abode, to find the old woman doubled over, clutching her back and unable to move.
Well, she's dead.
She's thrown her back out, Polka says matter-of-factly.
How will you assist? Leave it to Trollis. I feel like she knows what to do.
Everyone pull, real strong, Trollis barks, approaching the woman. Oh yes, just tear me limb from limb. That'll set me right, the woman retorts. Perhaps sensing no small amount of danger to her life, the woman remains where she is and informs you that there is a curative that will ease her suffering. One derived from solnivias, rare flowers that bloom across the snowy plains. She's fed you and provided shelter. You must find that flower for her.
Wait, is the old woman basically demanding that we find the flower for her? Because at that point I ain't doing it. Like, I didn't tell you to give me shelter and all that. You might have saved my life, but you ain't demanding nothing from me. Well, luckily we already know where that hill you there. Hello. Oh, they set up shop here now.
You turn your head toward the source of the sound and see the merchant looking half frozen, waving at you from afar. You wave back, agog at the sight. What's a merchant like him doing in a place like this?
Especially since he wasn't there before. Enter the roving market.
The merchant is shivering something fierce.
I thought for sure I'll find something rare and unusual if I followed you all, but this is ridiculous. There's not a customer in sight.
Please, you lot are my only hope, he pleads, and lays out his wares.
Well, let's see what you have. I'm guessing that we still need to find that toad, so we don't have to interact with you, but let's see if you have better equipment. No, I don't see any better equipment. Nope. It's basically the... You might have some more rings, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, doesn't seem like you have anything different, so I'm gonna have to disappoint. Sorry about that, buddy. I will actually quickly check what type of monsters might be in the area. Let's see, we got this Hornet thing. It's actually a pretty good card. We got this thing, deal damage, dark damage to target and recover HP equal to 50 of the damage dealt. Might have actually gotten this one, but I already have an HP drainer, so not really super necessary. This one is also, I think, actually just as expensive. So I don't really see the point. Maybe it's slightly better than the mushroom, but I'm not really seeing it. Alright, well, this was not really a useful distraction. Let's just go grab that flower. Luckily I explored everything already, so I know exactly where it is. There we go.
You spot a small flower poking its head above the snow. Surely that must be a solnivia. There are several jutting up from the snow, but you pluck just one and resolve to return to the old woman.
A rare flower that blooms in the snow, quite hardy, but has low fecundity. I don't know what that means. I'm guessing that it's some sort of way of saying that it doesn't really procreate all that well or something. I don't know what it's called. Pollinate? Don't know what it's called with flowers, actually. I don't know much about flowers. Alright. I wonder where this story is gonna go.
You burst through the door, solnivia in hand. Polka grinds it according to the old woman's instructions and spreads the resulting salve on her back. Ah, that feels better already, she coos. Indeed, she seems to be instantly healed. Thank you ever so much. You must be chilled to the bone, she chirps as she begins preparing you a meal. The party decides there's nothing that cannot wait until tomorrow and agrees to spend yet another night in Icevale.
I'll be honest, I'm not really trusting this old lady again because apparently she demanded us finding that flower because she gave us a meal, so... What's next? The next day. Maybe she's gonna try and keep us here forever because she doesn't want to be
Upon
alone.
waking, your party begins discussing how to proceed.
What do we do now? Live with the old woman, attempt to scale the end wall, turn around and leave. Attempt to scale the end wall, I suppose.
Sure, you gave up on scaling the end wall yourself, but you didn't have a plan then. Surely, if you all put your heads together... Polka and Trollis, who were already eager to find Nuterra, seize on this idea. Legol, the sole dissenter, can tell he's been outvoted. If that's what you want, he says grudgingly.
Isn't that the whole point to our journey?
And so the party resolves to take another crack at climbing the end wall, but not before checking in on the old woman one last time. You knock at the door to the old woman's cabin, but there's no answer.
Okay, so
Might
she's
she
dead.
still be asleep?
So the old woman is pretty much dead, right?
You walk in to check on her and find her lying abed, cold to the touch.
Well, I call that. How did this happen?
The
It might have...
Solnivia could have been poisonous, Legol posits. But Polka refutes that hypothesis upon examining her. He pronounces her dead of natural causes. From the sub-Terran village to Steelborough to the City of Flame and onward, you've left a trail of death and disease in your wake.
That's not entirely fair, to be honest. This old woman would have died regardless if we showed up, so, you know. I must be I must be pestilence incarnate, you say quietly.
If there is a god of pestilence among us, it's me, Legol says, coming to your defense.
I totally forgot her name, by the way. I guess I can call her L from now on, because I don't know how to
Polka
pronounce that
counters
L-E.
that were you a god of pestilence, the continued good health of the entire party would be inexplicable and, frankly, illogical. Trollis gently strokes your back and suggests you all give the old woman a proper burial.
Alright, find a suitable plot. Okay. Oh, alright. I thought for a second that we could pick one
You
ourselves.
decide to bury the woman beside the other graves in Icevale, if only so she won't be lonely in death. You wish to mark her grave like the others, but you see no wood from which you might fashion something to do so. Didn't we see a few tree ants on the way here? Polka proffers. Tree ant timber would do the job quite well, he explains. So it's decided. You'll fell a tree ant and use its wood to mark the woman's grave.
Alright, that shouldn't be too hard. I'll be honest though, it just kind of feels like we're doing stuff and it isn't really working towards anything in this game. Like, yeah, the whole woman dying is something that happened, but what does that have to do with the main quest, right? And I'm not saying that you have to have everything revolve around the main quest in a JRPG, but this just feels kind of like is happening and there isn't really much else to it. Like the old woman has just been introduced to die, basically. There wasn't anything else to it. And that might just be a weakness of the whole short JRPG format, but... I don't know, man. I don't know, maybe try doing something to make the old woman a bit more, I don't know, likable. Yeah, she fed us, but we've literally spent, like, what, 5 minutes with her? It's probably just a weakness of the whole short-form RPG format. I don't really know how you can get people to care about characters if you only spend an average of maybe 10 minutes with them throughout the entire game. I guess at this point it's more about how the main characters react than the other characters, right? Where the whole point of the game is that you build up the the main party over the course of the game and start making them more likable. Maybe that's the best way of doing a short form RPG, where you just focus mainly on the party and how they react to situations and not the situations themselves. Maybe that's what this game is doing wrong. I don't really feel like their reactions to a lot of this is all that interesting, right? Like, yeah, the fact that Elle was like, yeah, I'm a god of... I might just be a goddess of pestilence with how people die around me. That's actually kind of interesting, I guess, and I hope there will be something
Legol efficiently
coming
breaks
from
down
that.
the tree ant. Out of nowhere, Polka starts. I've just had a brilliant idea.
I guess,
he yelps.
I guess it just feels all kind of empty, like a D&D campaign where technically all the story beats are there, but you don't really feel attached to it all that much.
Polka wishes for you to collect more tree ant timber. Are we building a whole house? Legol grouses, side-eyeing Polka. The target of his ire, however, is already off searching for tree ants.
5 more? Fuck, okay. Jesus, that's... I hope it isn't 5 more encounters with tree ants. That's gonna take a bit. We do have sometimes an encounter with multiple tree ants, so let's hope that we get a lot of those. Okay. I think maybe the spawn rate of tree ants has been increased because of this quest. I can appreciate that. I can definitely appreciate that. Luckily these tree ants don't have that much defense, so we can mainly just focus on killing them easily. Okay, let's see if this counts for 2 or just 1. I'm really hoping it counts for 2. Ooh, I might want to actually heal with Harmony. Oh no, she'll be healed by this. Good. I didn't notice that she was fairly low on HP right there. Okay, yeah, it counts for 2. Thank fuck. That would have been pretty terrible if we had to do 5 full encounters with 3 ants. But yeah, I don't know how to... like what to say about this game, because I think it's fine for the most part, but it just feels kind of empty to me, maybe. Like, I don't really care about the old woman. Like, am I supposed to be sad about the old woman dying? I only just met her. Am I supposed to be interested in why Elle feeling like she's becoming some sort of, like, death, sign of death? Because I guess that's kind of interesting, but I feel like it kind of came out of nowhere at this point. And I feel like if you're gonna give her a bit of a character arc, you should probably start not at... if we're gonna be generous, say the half point of the game. I don't think this is the half point. I'm personally guessing that there will be maybe 6 or 7 chapters in this game. So, well, not 6, probably 7 or 8 actually. The woman of the event from earlier. Yeah, so the old lady died, and now we're making a grave for her. But the problem I have is that I don't care about the old woman. We've literally met her maybe, what, 5 minutes ago? 10 minutes ago? Like, we have maybe 5 to 10 minutes of actual talking with her. Probably even less, if we're gonna be honest. So, there's not enough time for me to actively care.
Whew.
And we just finished dealing with the fact that an entire village died from suicide, so that is also gonna make the old woman's death slightly, you know, slightly less harsh. I feel like this game has some good ideas for story bits, but they don't really use them properly, right? Like, they have a plan. Okay, so party meets old woman, and then old woman dies when party is still around, right? And they'll feel sad about it, but they don't know how to connect A to B to C properly to make these feelings actually happen. Oh, dang. I'm trying to think of a way I would do it so that you would actually care about the woman. Well, probably involve her in the entire chapter. We haven't even found the... We haven't even found the primordial yet, so unless this is a really short chapter, we should probably involve her in the entire chapter. I'm trying to think. We don't want things to go on for too long because, well, this is a short RPG, so let's say that each chapter takes about 2-ish hours to complete. Usually it takes slightly longer, but just in fairness. And that's, let's say that from those 2 hours, 1.5 hour is gameplay. Then you have about 30 minutes of time worth of actual story in one chapter. So within that 30 minutes, we'll also have to introduce the old woman and have just some normal party banter. So let's say that in total you can have the old woman show up in maybe 20 minutes worth of story, right? That isn't that much, but you can work with that. Add 5 to damage if the Stark is afflicted with status ailment. Well, that's actually pretty good.
This ought to be enough wood for our purposes, Polka announces with a satisfied nod.
Maybe find a reason to have her come
Trollis
along.
suggests you stop by the old woman's grave and place a flower on it.
Oh, not what I meant to do. Well, if we're gonna go...
Cutest, she beams, and picks a single flower
no, we
from
just
the
finished.
ground.
I finished farming the tortoise farm, and now we're just continuing with the chapter right now.
Flower in
I'm
hand,
just trying to figure
make
out
your
how
way
to make
back
this chapter
to
work a
Icevale.
bit more, because the old lady that I met this chapter just died, but I really don't care that much about it, so I'm trying to figure out a way to make me actually care about the old lady, how I would have wrote this, right? Because this is a fast form JRPG, so it's gonna be hard to make you actually care about the characters that much. I think, surprisingly, the Forsaken Maiden probably did that best, because I did kinda care about the Guardians every time we met them.
Into a fine marker for her final resting place, and place the flower atop it. You clasp your hands to pray, but no, something's missing.
I will say, part of the reason why you probably care more about the Guardians in Forsaken Maiden is that they will accompany you on the entire adventure and be your party members. We can do that with the old woman, but we could have her accompany us on the adventure, right? So that we can have more interactions with her if you really want us to care about the old woman. So maybe have some sort of story about her wanting to climb the end wall to see her son again for one last time, so then the party needs to help this old woman on this dangerous adventure, and then you can see more of how the party deals with that situation, right? Like, maybe Lagol isn't happy with having to take along an old woman because, you know, it's an old woman and they're gonna slow them down. They're gonna slow it down. Has to be more than just saving. Wanna make a lovable NPC, make them actually useful, and have more time to cook them with the main characters. Yeah, the problem is that Voice of Cards is a series of short JRPGs, right? So usually a chapter will last maybe 2 to 3 hours, and let's say that in that chapter maybe half an hour is actually story. I'm being a bit God, what do you call it in English? I'm being a bit, you know, that you're being careful about it, like you're not being... Oh, fuck, why do I never remember words in English when I need them? Not hesitant. Fuck, this is annoying me. I'm being careful with the time I'm giving, because it could probably be more time, but I'm being careful with it, so... Right, no, but it's not that I don't know how to say the word, I know there's a word for the thing I want to say, but my brain isn't remembering it. No. So, basically, I'm being... You know, where you need to make an estimate of something, but you're being careful with the estimate, as in... you're being... So let's say that, oh yeah, this might take a week to finish, and you're saying... But it could take like smaller. It could take a smaller or long. It could take a smaller amount of time, but you're just being careful with your estimate, saying yeah. So, like at worst, it would be a week. So I'm gonna say a week because then we know for a fact that we'll get it done within the allotted time frame. Like you're not gonna say if you need to build a house. Oh yeah, it will take 3 months to finish, and it would only... No, it's not procrastination. And it would only... But that 3 months is only if everything goes to plan. No, you'll say, oh yeah, it will probably take about 6 months to finish, because you'll keep into account the things that might go wrong. So, conservative. That's it. That's the word, I think. It's close enough. So yeah, I've been conservative with the time I'm estimating. So let's say that we'll have the woman be able to participate in maybe 20 to 30 minutes of story time in this chapter, right? If she's not going to be around for any future chapters, which hasn't been the case so far. So then I think that means that we need to get the player invested in the old woman's story within 30 minutes. While also having the party have some decent interactions with each other and her, right? So, I think if you go the Guardian route, you can just bring her along on the adventure right now. And maybe give the excuse that she wants to go to where her son is, like in her final moments. And then the party does that because, characterization, yada yada yada, right? And then you just slowly get to know more about the woman by her maybe talking about her son or something like that. You know, she's just being kind and all that stuff. Maybe have her also have a dark side to her, because, you know, that's what the previous games did from time to time. And then this whole chapter will just you be slowly getting to know that woman, and then at the end she dies. Maybe if you want to give it a bit of a sad ending, she will die before she can actually go to that final place where her son dies, you know, just before. I think that would have worked better than this, personally, but, yeah.
Polka. Where did Polka go? When did he leave?
Probably somewhere to do something weird.
You're certain he was with you right up until you returned to the village?
I'd hate to do this again, but I'll be right back. Alright. But yeah, so I would probably just have the old lady join us in in this adventure and just have her actually get to know the party. And then you can do the death at the final bit of the chapter, so that we are actually somewhat got to know the character, right? Because I have seen character deaths affect me in Voice of Cards. Like in Forsaken Maiden, there was this one character that... they were a guardian and one of the maidens, and you know, we got to know them over the course of the chapter. And when they died at the end, that was actually fairly, like, I won't say I was crying, but I did feel something. It did also help that she was the mother of one of the characters in the first game, so I was a bit attached to her in that sense. It also showcased that we had that one of the characters in the first game that we killed was actually the father of one of the main characters, which was kind of like a what? I really hope that we'll get another reference to the older games at some point in this game, because I do like it when I can see some references to that, just seeing the worlds be somewhat connected. Timeline has always been a bit iffy though. Like, when we play the game... When we play the game in Forsaken Maiden, the world is entirely different from Isles of Dragon's Roar. So maybe these are all just small, like, different sections of the same world, right? But I am a bit... I feel like it won't work with this game specifically because it's always daytime here, so... I guess maybe if this is a section of the world that is just entirely cut off from the rest of the world, it might work. But yeah, so I just don't feel anything from the old woman's death, so I... It's the same with those people from that one village that killed themselves. I just thought it was fucking stupid.
You quickly spot Polka
instead of thinking it was, oh my god, this is so bad, everybody died.
He takes notice of you too. We're all set, he chirps. You gather he's been preparing the sand skiff for your eventual departure. You take your leave of Icevale and prepare to face the end wall once more.
Try to skill the end wall. Alright, I don't think we've done anything to skill the end to get us to skill the end wall, but we can give it a go.
As you approach the end wall, you're intimidated once more by its preposterous scale.
I guess if you don't want to take the old woman to the end wall, you might be able to have one of, like, chapter 5 be a smaller chapter where the whole point is to find a way to skill the end wall, and maybe the old lady knowing the area will help you out with that, gathering the right things, and again you can just take her with you through the whole chapter and like interact with her. That, again, it's just having more interactions with the old lady. That's basically all you need to do, and not just have her die 5 minutes after you meet her. How do you intend to skill it? Sheer force of will, find a way around it. Upgrade the sand skiff. Hell yeah.
Upgrade the
okay, so they're
sand
actually going that route, except for the old
party.
woman already being dead.
What sort of upgrade? Ligol asks. You give him a smug look. You say all you need to do is make it fly.
Oh yeah, let's just invent
Polka's
airplanes.
glasses catch the light just so. I thought it would come to this. I'm one step ahead of you, he proclaims. On Polka's orders, you set fire to the wood you gathered earlier.
Oh, are we gonna make a air balloon ship? That's pretty cool. Ah yes, flying airships. It's always that's a staple in
as the hot air
JRPGs.
fills them, and the skiff softly lifts off the ground.
The sand skiff can fly now. Nice.
I swear I've seen something like this before.
Yeah, it's a staple in JRPGs,
Trollis
right?
is utterly delighted by the unexpected flight. Her joy is tempered by violent gusts that grow more
Yeah, it
intense
must be
as the
ice
skiff
cold in the air
climbs.
here. Are we actually...
It's a bit
okay.
too dangerous to continue on, so you seek out a suitable landing spot. You strain to see through the blizzard, but you're almost certain there's enough space to land on a protrusion partway up the end wall. You bring the sand skiff in for a landing. Surveying the area, you see that there's an opening in the end wall big enough for everyone to fit through.
Alright, hold up a second. For whatever reason, there we go. My tabs are all out of sort, which was kind of annoying. Alrighty then, let's see if we can find that froggy. Oh, enter end wall floor 44. Wow, alright. That's a lot. That is a lot.
You fashion a torch from some of your sand skiff fuel and enter the cave.
Thank God we didn't have to go through those 44 floors ourselves. Alright, let's see if we can find those frogs. If you can find the 3-star frog just immediately, that would be really good. And wow! Interesting background OST. I'm guessing we're gonna fight one of those primordials soon. I wonder if we can actually double back so that we can give that 3-star frog to the Beast Tamer guy. Not Beast Tamer, the merchant. But seriously, are you hearing this background OST? This is end boss type of stuff. I think this is gonna actually be a pretty tough fight. Guess this should be enough to kill him. I think we're ready for the next primordial at least, so... Too bad we didn't get any cards. I wouldn't mind getting some more special cards. If we fight the froggy, we'll just stop for a bit and farm until we get the 3-star card. Oh, treasure chest, get. And we got some HP. That's fine. We don't really have that much space though, so I'm a bit worried about that. But we'll deal with that later. Come on, froggy.
Get him.
Still no froggies. Okay, this is probably where we would have pretty easily be able to get one of those tortoise cards. I'm guessing. Probably. I'm gonna try and get those frogs at least before we end, but I'm not sure how long it would take. Oh, I'm not even sure if these frogs are in this dungeon. It's just that's the tip that we got pointed to this, so... The tip was high places where humans don't go, and that's basically the end wall. So I'm just gonna investigate until we find the frog, and then hopefully it won't take too long to farm it. Alright. Should have probably attacked that other tortoise because that would have... Damn it. That other tortoise, because then we would have killed both of them. Damn, these fuckers can actually do some decent damage. Alright, we're just gonna do that healing attack we have with L. That's why I keep this one on L, because she's the only one that doesn't have any automatic healing. Alright, that's not bad. Okay, yeah, so that's... one attack of that worm card is basically worse than the mushroom one, because from what I'm seeing, the mushroom one basically heals us as much as we do damage. So come on, froggies. I'm really hoping that the froggies are here. I don't want to do too much stories and then break it up by farming. But I also don't want to end the chapter before I get the froggies.
To battle.
Okay, slimes, kind of random again. See, like, the slimes are so weak. Why even have them here? They will literally do nothing. Like, absolutely nothing. What will a slime do at this point? They have 2 defense, 10 HP and 9 attack. At least give them a little bit more HP or something. Okay, well, at least you didn't do it to the tortoise. That would have actually been kind of scary if you did. Ooh, I fucked up there. I shouldn't have done that attack up to Trellis. Because now she can't do any of her attacks. Well, guess we'll just attack the tortoise. We would have actually killed the furball, damn it. That was a mistake on my part. I should have aimed for the furball because the furball can heal. We're not gonna kill the furball with anything that Tulsh can do, so. Oh. Will this kill? We have 30. Yeah, no, this will actually not kill. I don't think we have anything actually that's able to kill this thing. Plus 4 damage isn't gonna be enough, I think. Plus 4 damage would be... You have 9 defense, so that would be... Actually, this would actually be enough. Never mind, I don't know why my maths were wrong there. We would do 21 damage to the furball, 25. Alright, level 19, nice. Okay, this is probably gonna be the end point, so we're just gonna explore just a little bitty more. Also, want to flip over these cards, otherwise that's gonna bother the hell out of me. Oh yeah, the dark, that's kinda annoying. Can just jump from one point to another. Oh, and really, an event in here.
You spot 2 monsters chattering amongst themselves. You hide, watching them carefully as you strain to hear what they're saying.
Ice, rock, hard walking. They're high treasure, yes.
The party hastily scribbles down the snatches of conversation they've heard. You saw more than your fair share of iced-over rocks on the way here. Might the beasts have stashed the treasure somewhere amongst them? While you were lost in thought, the monsters went about their business and vacated the
it's a bit
premises.
bothersome that it seems like these monsters
gather
are
up
fully
everyone's
sentient.
notes and stuff them into your pack. You'll be on the lookout for places matching the description you've heard.
No, these monsters seem to be fully sentient. Ice massive boulder who hides... Okay. So basically we'll just find a massive boulder at some point and see if we can find the treasure. Come on, Froggy. Come on, Froggy. I want more Froggy.
To battle.
Wow, that's a lot of monsters. Oh. Deals damage, inflict deadly potion. Dang. Deadly poison is actually pretty scary. Like, that's actually pretty scary, deadly poison. It can do up to 12 damage a round, so... Oh hey, the new, the little ogre kid actually has a little scarf or something here, so they're slightly stronger variants. Nice. That's cute. Alright, we do have to kill these guys quickly. Especially that thing over here. That deadly poison ain't no joke. I'm just gonna... Yeah, actually, no, we do not want to do any attacks here, because then we won't be able to finish these guys off. Alright, at least that was a kill, good. Damn, nobody here is weak to fire. Ooh, treasure chest, let's see what we have. Okay, damn. I really rather get some cards from the other monsters, because I'm curious what they can do. But we keep getting that tree branch, or that tront. We already have that. Alright, not bad, not bad. Oh, multiple experience. Don't really need it. Ow, that was loud. That thing is loud. We're already pretty powerful, I think. We're not overpowered yet, but we're teetering on the edge. That's what I think. We're lucky that I decided to not buy any equipment from my other party members, otherwise we would have definitely been overpowered, and that's not ideal for me. Okay, well luckily you just did the normal attack. Alright, well that's slightly annoying. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. I think the gargoyle would have probably been better. Well, pretty balm for the soul. Is it? I never really watched streams, so I don't really know what that would feel like. I will say, the thing I used to do as a kid to calm down was just farming JRPGs. Just whenever I felt like chilling, I would just pick up my copy of Dragon Quest VIII and farm for a couple of hours.
Sometimes you get lucky.
It's really calming. At least for me. Let's actually get some HP back. Our main character is looking a tad low.
See, like the mushroom gives you the... need to stretch. There we go.
MH World is a great discount. It is. I can't fall for it. Mate, buy Monster Hunter World. It's a great game. Well, to be fair, the new Monster Hunter game is gonna drop in like, what, a couple of months at most? But still, I like Monster Hunter World, great game. Hundreds of hours of joy for me. Stalker 2 is tempting me at the moment. I don't really have anything that's tempting me right now. I'm basically waiting for that remake of Dragon Quest 3 to come out, and I'll probably buy that. 15 complete pack. I would go for Monster Hunter World if it's only $15, man. Like, that's a good deal. Absolutely love Monster Hunter World. To be fair, I'm just a Monster Hunter fanboy. And with Stalker, I actually don't exactly know what that Stalker game is like. So, I can't really talk about it. I've heard about it a couple of times, but I just never really cared enough to do it, like play it or anything like that. Ooh, a Whiffin. Mate, just... You know what? I'm not gonna... Oh, a frog! Shit! Alright, nice. I mean, I can't tell you how you... Like, how to live your life, right? Like, I can't tell you how to live your life. I personally am of the mind that you shouldn't put that much effort into gacha games, but... You know, that's on you, like, if you want to do that. I just personally do not have the patience to put that much effort into gacha games. Honestly, I cannot understand you guys. I cannot understand you guys. I just can't put that much effort into a damn gacha game of all places. No, I needed the treasure. I wanted to see the Froggo. Alright, well, we do know that Froggos are here, so after we've explored the entire floor, we will actually farm a little bit. But yeah, if we're talking about Steam games that I'm interested in, Death's Gambit, or what was it called again? Death Cell or Death's Gambit? I think it was called Death Gambit. I'm a bit interested in Death's Gambit, mainly because my friend keeps telling me that it's a really good game I would like, and I do feel like playing a Metroidvania. I've been playing Bloodstained for a little bit now, but it's just not doing it for me. Don't do it on the main character, damn it! Death's Gambit is a pretty fun game. Well, this is gonna be fun. I had really annoying that he lowered my offense, but hey. And the dragon missed, you little fuck.
Beautiful.
Aside from that, there is a sequel to Ender's Lily, which I really like. It's one of the games that Millie sang for, if you guys remember. I really like the art style, I really like the vibe, but it's in early access, so I'm not entirely sure if I want to buy it. No pack for rice and Orits for the same price. Well, it's a hard choice between rice and World, if I'm gonna say so myself. I've played more of Rise, but that's because that's the game that I finally convinced people to play Monster Hunter with me. And the biggest difference between World and Rise is probably that Rise empowers the play, gives more. Okay, so Rise gives more options to the player, where World allows the player to take away options from the monster. So, so yeah. I'm honestly stumped. I don't know which one I would honestly prefer, either Rise or World. I like both of them. I think overall I would probably prefer Rise's approach because I like to have more options as a player, right? But my soul screams Monster Hunter World because I absolutely adore that game. Yeah, that's... Yeah, that's actually that's a toughie, man. Like, that is a tough one. That is a tough one. Have you played Monster Hunter games before, or... Have you played Monster Hunter games before? Because that might change what you want to do. Rise is more of the arcadey handheld type of game, so... Where World is a little bit more down to earth, which is weird to say with a Monster Hunter game, but... Rise is just more flashy, so if you like flashiness, you might want to go for Rise. Let's see. I think... just a little of World and complete the Monster Hunter Try of Wii on Wii. Alright. Did you complete Try Ultimate or just Try? Try was also my first Monster Hunter my first Monster Hunter. Well, it was Try 3DS. Whoa, that's a mouthy word. But yeah, if you've already played World, then I know I probably have a bit of a bias towards Rise because I've played Rise a lot more as of late. So yeah, I just think both games are good. I think both games are worth a buy, especially for the low price they are at. Oh no! What the fuck? Fuck you!
Fear not. Though their card shows a coffin, they're not actually dead.
Holy shit, first death in the game. Little bastards. Gonna have to die for that. But yeah. And when it comes to Death Gambit, it's kind of funny because my friend has kept talking about it for a really long time. And I kept thinking it was a really cool game. But games kept getting in between. I still do want to play it, but I'm really tempted by that pre-release of that one Ender Lily sequel, because I really like Ender Lily stuff. But it's a pre-release, so it's not finished yet, so I'm always a bit iffy about buying games that aren't entirely finished, because what if it never gets finished, right? It's not like it's only 20 bucks or something, so it's not a big deal, but I do really like the game though. But I'm not gonna buy a bunch of games in one go just to buy them, so I'm trying to be careful with my game buying, I guess, because it used to be that I had a backlog of not hundreds, but tens of games. And I don't want to have that happen again. Alright, well, not Froggy, but I guess we finally get one of those B cards, which is useful. Oh, that's going upstairs. We don't want that just yet. Still want to explore the route a little bit more. I do feel like playing a bit of Monster Hunter, if I'm gonna be honest. Might play that after I'm done playing streaming.
Battle time.
But I also promised... Don't you fucking fuck off, my dude! Ah, yes! Yes, main character! Oh my god, please don't attack the main character, thank god. Oh god, I was like, oh no, please don't attack the main character. Okay, who has the lowest defense? You, mushroom person, have the lowest defense. Alright. Nice. Nice, we're back up.
Sometimes you get...
I did promise to play Axon with a friend of mine after stream, so I will actually first have to do that. It also honestly eats.
Beautiful.
Let's see. Guess we'll just do a normal attack on the dragon. The dragon is probably the... actually, the dragon is not the most dangerous, because that tortoise can give us freeze, which is infinitely more dangerous. Let's see. Guess we'll just get more gems. We've used a lot of them. That defense up is gonna hurt though. Oof, that actually did a decent amount of damage. This dragon is actually has some decent damage potential there. Maybe you're weak to fire? I'm hoping you are. These guys are actually pretty strong, all these monsters. I might actually want to buy some new gear if I'm gonna be honest. Not weak to fire though, that's unfortunate. Alright, 12 damage, not bad. Alright, if we're lucky, we might be able to kill at least a dragon and do some decent chunk to the turtle. Might have been able to kill the turtle if not for that defense up, but you know, you can't have everything in life. Also, I think I might stop after I got the Froggo instead of finishing the chapter. It's gonna suck if the chapter stops right after this, which I'm a bit afraid of. Maybe I should actually save the frog farming for next stream, so that I know for a fact I'll at least have a full stream, right? Like it would suck if this is almost the end of chapter 5 and I only have like half an hour stream. What do you guys think? I guess we'll just finish exploring this floor and then call it quits and farm for the frog next stream. I'll have to have the slime farming and the frog farming be called something different on YouTube, because it's just gonna be chapter 5 right now, which would be a bit confusing on the playlist, I imagine. Holy shit, I haven't... Okay, good. For a second there I was worried because I had the YouTube chat just not in my sight for probably a good half hour or an hour or so. But there was nobody there luckily, so I didn't miss anybody. I always feel so guilty if someone says something and I just ignore it. Not that I'll respond to everything, but it's just ignoring it is different from seeing it and just not having a response to it, you know? Alright, I think we still had a bit on it. Oh yeah, we have a bunch of stuff unexplored here. If we're lucky, we could actually find a Froggo before we explore the entire floor, and then I'll probably keep going, because then I don't have to farm a crap ton, and then I could probably finish the chapter in a timely fashion. But we haven't seen that many Froggos yet though, so I'm a little worried. Maybe we have to go to the next floor to see more Froggos. I don't even know what they're saying. I think this is Latin, maybe? Alright, you should be able to kill the turtle with Trolls right now. Hopefully, yeah, 8 damage, so we can just do this.
I expected nothing less.
Yay, okay, give me a card. Damn, we're not getting lucky with treasures here. To be fair, no Froggo, so it's not really a big deal. Oh, treasure chest. Alright, alright, what's this? It's gonna be something good, right? Gain 1 extra gem at the start of battle. That's actually really good. I definitely want that. I definitely wouldn't mind that. Let's actually see what kind of equipment I have. I don't think I've actually changed it since a decent while. Alright, so let's see. Anything that gives more speed would actually be pretty useful. Wow, that's actually a really good ring. Lowers my attack a little bit, but it does increase my speed to 20. I'll take that. Then you have this dark ring. That's a insanely good ring, actually. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna give this dark ring to... Increases crit chance is pretty good. I'll admit that. Alright, so I think what we're gonna do is... We'll give the... We'll give the dark ring again. What? It gives 4 speed to attack. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. Give the dark ring to L, then we'll give the... Recovers 3 HP at the start of each turn. I really do like that, so we'll keep that. Okay, so I'm saving $5 by buying the game separate than buying the pack without the disc DLC. Well, alright, I would recommend getting the DLC as well, because the DLC in all the Monster Hunter games is basically endgame. So I personally would buy the DLC if I were you, but that's just me personally though. Okay, that gives me a crap ton of speed though. Okay, so let's see. We want to keep you under 20 speed, which isn't gonna be a problem, it seems. Yeah, we'll give you this ring just so that you that we gain 1 extra gem. That's pretty important, and then we'll give you the crit ring because we do want to do a little bit of damage with you. All right. I mean, separate with the DLC, that buying the... Oh, okay, that's weird that you would have a cheaper time buying them separately than the Anniversary Edition. Little weird, but... I guess maybe that was an oversight or something like that. But yeah, getting 1 extra gem at the beginning of the turn is pretty good. Also, I made it so all of them have separate speed, so now I know exactly when they will show up. Also, nice, Froggo. Come on, Froggo. If you want me to continue this chapter, you're gonna have to drop that 3-star Froggo card. And you're gonna make it difficult, that's fine. There's a pack with story 1 and 2, but that's just a compulsive push. Ah, I actually have story 2, Monster Hunter Story 2. I think it's kinda dull, I'll be honest. I think the story isn't all that interesting, but it isn't bad either. I think it's just an average story. I guess maybe I just have really high standards for story stuff, which... I guess when I heard Monster Hunter normal RPG, I expected more of a actual RPG instead of, oh, a kids JRPG, right? Like, it feels like I'm watching a children's show, basically, you know? Where the stakes are never all that high, and so on and so on. And there are some points where I'm actually interested in what's going on, but they are not. But usually it's just kinda not all that interested. I always wanted to play stories, but one game at a time. Me buying library and lob last week. Ooh, alright, well, tell me how your lobotomy and library journey go. I'm curious. But yeah, I play Story 2. I think it's alright. It has barely anything to do with the first game, so if you want to play that one first, then go ahead. There are some characters from the first game that come into the second game, but they don't actually do much from what I remember, so not really worth it in my opinion, but I did remember that Story 1 came on Steam not too long ago, so... Oh hell, 2 Froggos. Hell yes.
Get out.
Hell yes. Oh shit, you're faster than Pulsh right now, are you? Dang. Alright, well, you have to make Pulsh a little bit faster. We'll give him a new staff to make him a little bit faster. That's probably for the best. Alright, well, that just happens. Missing a lot. I wonder if this would actually lower my chances of getting a treasure chest at certain points. Wait, Lob is actually more expensive than library? That's a bit insane to me. Seriously, I would not make law more expensive than library. Library is clearly the better game. Also, I'd say that you spent a lot more time with library. It just feels like a better experience to me. Well, still, 14 bucks for libraries ain't bad. I would definitely jump on that. I bought it for less. I think I bought it during a sale, like one of the big sales. I bought it during one of the big sales, so I got it for like €5 or something. I should probably look at Steam to see if there's anything I want. Maybe Death Gambit is on sale. Okay, well, I would have rather had it with the Frogos, but I'll take it. Maybe we'll get a good attack bonus card. We use that attack bonus fairly often. But yeah, so I will I will call it a day here after this. I'd hoped I would get the Frogos after this, so and then be able to continue finishing chapter 5, but yeah, don't worry about it. I had fun. I am getting a bit hungry though, so I'm gonna eat in a bit. And yeah, thank you guys for the time too. It was fun hanging out and farming, I guess. I usually don't do this during streams because I feel like it would be infinitely boring to watch if I'm gonna be honest. Ugh, damn, I'm getting kind of tired. I think it's because it's already kind of getting dark for me. Because it's winter and it gets dark quicker. My whole rhythm is out of whack, which is weird. I usually wake up fairly late at like 10 or something. So. And it's already getting dark at around 5-ish, so that means that I only have maybe 7-ish hours of daytime light, which feels kind of weird. Alright, let's see, give me the cards. Alright, we actually deal damage inflict attack minus if roll is 5 or greater. That's actually not bad. That's actually straight up not bad. I always like those support abilities that can still do damage. Bit expensive for what it is though. Not gonna deny that. But all the abilities are a bit expensive for what it is, so maybe it's just that I think abilities should be cheaper. But yeah, I'm gonna call it today, so thanks for watching guys, and I hope you enjoyed. Watch this being a frog. No, alright. Alright, see you guys.